Hey YouTube, this is the before part. So I got this epiphone Les Paul in for a bit of a... I'm just assessing what's wrong with it. The guy said there was something wrong with the pickups, so we're just feeding back like mad. So... Right, so... It's been wired up funny, because that's the bridge pickup. Yep. And this is up. Normally down for the bridge pickup. Also, this is the volume. No. That's still the volume down, so just basically the switch is upside down. But it's not very loud. Truss rod, miles out, action. Normally going for about 1.25 is normally where I like it. We're currently sitting at 3.5 mil. So an action going from 3.5 mil to 1.5 mil is going to be like pure, is this still my guitar when I hand it back? Yeah, so the tuner's not working. He does have too many wraps around the top. That's not too bad. It's a limited edition. It says epiphone limited edition in the back. That's obviously quite a dirty input jack. I thought it was a hole, it's not. And this tone knob is so I'll need to sort that out. So I mean, you wonder, is it just because the strings are so far away? I mean, the strings are miles away from the pickups. I'm just trying to work this out before I put new pickups in it. I don't really want to take it to bits and then just discover that the pickups are goosed. I wonder if it's just because they're so far away from the strings. And I've just been playing Ivor's Strat a minute ago, and it was much louder than this, and a Strat shouldn't be louder than a Les Paul. It's hard to tell whether the tone's up or down because it's just spinning. Yeah, so I wonder if I put this into the before and after thing. So this is it before. It's going to look much better cleaned up. He was very impressed with this strap. He was saying he's got like a super, because I think he's got a bad back. But if you've got a really heavy guitar, one of these might help. The thing that I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't think I am. No. See, because this jumper is made of some sort of mad space age material that's specifically designed to give you absolutely zero warmth at all. It's super, super thin. See where it goes on my back? Right there, there's a buckle that's sitting right on my back. So if you have to wear a slightly thicker jumper if you're using this strap, I can just feel it. It's like someone just like that with a knuckle right in the middle of my back. Yep, so this should be fun. So new switch needed, pickups. Well, I suppose what I'm going to do is I'm going to, before the proper cleanup and stuff, I'm going to adjust the truss rod to bring it down, because the truss rod needs to come in. I'm going to adjust the truss rod. I'm going to lower the action. I'm going to have a look at the wiring and see about why that's missing. I don't need to replace the switch just now because the switch is working. It's just got the end bit snapped off it. I do have one of them, and then once I've done that and it's playing a bit better, I'll see whether the pickups are shit or not. To be honest, I think it might be the case. They kind of look a bit funny. The pole pieces have kind of sunk in a bit. I mean, I wonder if it's been modified at some point, or whether it just always had shit pickups. I'd imagine these have been. I imagine that's like a sticker of some sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe not clean it too much. Don't want it to come off. Yes, So, Epiphone Les Paul, I do like the colour. It doesn't look very good just now, but the one wee bit of clean, see, as soon as I give it a wipe, it was like, wow, it's pure super glittery. If I was going to get what a Les Paul, I would want something like this. I think this colour. The problem is that he wanted me to change the pickup rings to something else. I need to have a look and see what kind of pickup rings I've got. Ones that aren't cream, maybe black ones, maybe I quite like them. I don't know. We'll see what happens in about 2 minutes' time. Which will be at least tomorrow. I'm going to spend the afternoon just, as I said, my sequence of events is going to be sort the things that I know that are broken just now, as in adjust the truss rod, lower the action, put the pickups at the right height, sort this wobbly pot, have a look at the electrics, give them a scoosh, have a look at the output jack, play it, decide whether the pickups are shite and need to be replaced, and then take the strings off and give it a proper clean, sort of, oil the fretboard and all that shit. It's getting up. What was it? Thing we called it? Give me Egypt. A pro setup. Not just a setup. A pro setup. Pro just being like a setup plus, because I'm having to change this switch and possibly the pickups. I'll be able to give the guy options and pickups as well. I don't know. I mean, I've got a set of slash epiphone, not Wilkinson slash pickups. Well, zebra ones that came out of the looks almost exactly the same as Slash's guitar Les Paul. I wonder if the black and white zebras would look good in their Wilkinson, so they're pretty good. I do have another set of newer Epiphone ones, because the more modern Epiphone pickups aren't the pure shanners they used to put in. The ones that actually say Epiphone in the back of them are good. They're fine. That was when they suddenly, I think, they decided that they didn't need to hinder them the same way as they did this era, where it's like this one, you can't put pickups that are decent in that. That will just be the same as the Gibson one. It was a few years later when they started making the guitars out of much shiter wood, and just basically the guitar not being as good. You can still put decent pickups in it, so it didn't sound pure shit. Whereas this one, the guitar sounds better than the pickups. So there'll be other options. Actually, I was looking. What was it? I just put it through next door. Pal gave me last couple of weeks ago. I put red DiMarzio Super Distortions, as in the Chinese ones you get for like £15 for the set, in a Buckycaster, and it sounded really good. Actually, I've been given purple ones. Purple ones might look quite good in this. I kind of want the purple ones for myself, though. I don't know what for. Like a guitar like that would look like a drippy one would look good with purple pickups. Or is it time I just had a purple Strat with 2 humbuckers in it? No, I'm just trying to justify having the second Strat, the second Japanese Strat, because I've now got 2. Well, one of them's got vintagey pickups in it, one of them's got DiMarzios in it, so there's a bit of a difference. But probably not enough to justify it. So I'm sitting there thinking, I have a 2 humbucker Strat, that'll be great. But I've actually got a Kramer, which is arguably a Strat with the 2 humbuckers in it, so I don't have that excuse. I suppose you could argue that Roadster's a Strat as well. It's not a Strat. Yes. So it's actually quite therapeutic. I'm going to stick on a film. What was the film I watched the other night I really enjoyed? I mentioned it at Scott's. The Menu. That's quite good. Check that out. Kind of one of those films you don't expect. I like a film. Sometimes you get one and you just like it's kind of off the beaten track a little bit. I mean, I don't know. There's maybe 20 people in it, and it's all set in one room, sort of thing. Just shows you can make a really good. I'm going that from that point of view. I don't think it was a particularly expensive film, but they spent the time and the money on getting like a good script and good actors and a story like that. Whoa, hold on, this isn't Star Wars the sequels trilogy, you know what I mean? Whereas like they spend the money on merchandising and set pieces, and then we've got this great space chase, and then we've got this bit, and then we've got this bit, and then how are we going to stick those bits together? Doesn't matter. We'll just invent some shite thing that makes no sense whatsoever, that's completely against everything Star Wars has ever been up to this point. we'll wedge that in so we can get from this bit to this bit. Right, what's next? Oh, we've got another bit. Oh God, right. And another bit. How many bits do we have? 35 to do in 2 hours, right? So these bits are only going to be 5 minutes long. Yeah. So 5 minute space chase. Something that makes no sense to explain why they're now on speeder bikes, right? Jeez, why are they there? What, like, next? Come on, next. Right, okay, now they're in a quicksand. Right, okay, shit, quicksand, right, right, why are they in, what's up here? Right, next, big snake thing, right, well, fuck, what are you gonna do? Oh, new force pair kills the snake, right, find the dagger. But this doesn't make any sense. Next, C-3PO, oh, he's turned into, That was basically me watching the first 10 minutes of Rise of Skywalker, just going, yeah, stop, what? Am I missing huge chunks of film here, or is it literally like a computer game where you've just got like level 1, we're in the snow, level 2, we're in a swamp, level 3, we're in space, level 5, it's just like, but rant over. I think that this video's going out on its own. This will be a part 1. I can't remember the chap's name. Yeah, so quite looking forward to this going. We've got a Star Wars rant in there. Rock on! Hey YouTube, I think I've just stitched this onto the back of the before video, possibly. Yeah, so here's the Epiphone glittery, rather nice colour. I will give it that. I'm not sure exactly what these are. Kind of horrible to touch. They're kind of like stickers, but they're made of rubber. So I cleaned round about them. But yeah, so this is an I for I don't know 97. So a 97 Epiphone. I had it in basically for a setup, and this switch was broken, so it's now in. The switch I had a black tip, so you've got a black tip. I could probably find you a cream one if you really wanted. He wanted me to do something with these with the pickup rings, and I was like, do something with? And he's like, just something else. So it's like I looked up black ones, so I put black ones on it, laid the white ones on it, and then as a joke put these ones on it. And guess which ones he chose. So these are sort of pearly. This was from I made a psychedelic Stratocaster at one point, and I bought kind of Seymour Duncan invader-y looking ones with that pattern on it, and they came with pickup rings. So they're now stuck on that. They're just like thin veneers. I've still got the old pickup rings in below them, but it makes it a little bit more interesting, I suppose. Yeah. So I was thinking that on this one, it was going to have to get pickups because my Epiphone, which is a Samick one, had shit pickups. These ones, no wrong with them. I'm struggling a little bit because this is slung like slash away down low, and this is a big fancy strap which I don't really want to adjust in case I move it. Next pickup. No tone. Clapton calls it woman tone. Different women from what I know. Woman tone for me would be more like, see, like the Telecaster bridge pickup through a fuzz piece, so it just goes. Maybe just seen the wrong women. But they tend to not go ooh. They tend to go. Which you can put both on. So before I wee jam him, yeah, I did for Les Paul. I slag them off all the time. This one's an awful lot better than the newer ones, though. A certain amount of older is better, probably. This one even says on it was Epiphone limited edition, so because it's got the sparkly top on it. noise. And then there's why I do videos. We got an issue. Not the nut. Right, so it needs fretwork. I thought I'd got away with it. The frets down here are pretty well worn, but that's I wonder if taking a wee bit off the truss rods. The truss rods. It's not quite. I could take a wee bit off. So when you're messing about with truss rods and stuff like that, such a small amount can make a huge difference. So it might sort it. Just taking a tiny wee turn off. Like an eighth of a turn. Might stop it. No, it's because the frets are really worn down at the cowboy chords. Oh well, so back on the bench, do a little bit of fret dressing. It really is annoying, it's just not quite cutting in. I suppose you really have a better regiment of checking all the frets. Normally the videos just like kind of try and play everywhere. Just try again. Well, this thing was playing terribly when I got it, but I mean... I do have the action very low. We're sitting at 1 1/4 mil. Which is low for a Les Paul, but... Okay, I'll see you in part 3 once I've done the frets. In part 3. Yeah, so I just sorted the frets a bit. Let a wee bit off the truss rod. I think I'm just too used to... The last few guitars I've been setting up have been like Roadsters and the RG and stuff, and they just go lower. I think too much I just set up too low, but... No more buzzing on these frets. I don't know, that's maybe the Guns N' Roses in it, sort of. I'm sure I used to be able to play. What's the one that's like... Yeah, so even with the action up a bit, I'm still at the way to test it if you don't have a machine is basically 1 pence piece at the 12th fret. If a chance is acceptable. I used to, if I was trying to make a guitar that was really shit, play properly, I would go, if you can get it down to like a 2 pence piece, which is maybe 1.5 times what a 1p piece is, it's playable. Anything higher than that, it becomes not playable. But so I mean, I don't know how it's at in millimeters. I don't even, it doesn't really show you. It's like 1.5, something like that. Just slight ball here over 1.5 mil, which is not bad. I'm glad I didn't have to do an awful lot more to it though. I got away with just kind of stoning the lower frets kind of up to about here or something. And apart from that, it seems to be alright. What I don't like about this guitar is this strap. It's slightly too long, which is annoying me. I get the point, it's a padded thing, but it's got this buckle on the back that sticks right into my back. It's like, I can feel it constantly. It's like somebody just going like that, into the middle of my back. Don't like it. But guitar's pretty good. And I think the guy who I've just fixed it up for will love it, because I think he said he'd had this, I think it was his first guitar or something like that. 20 odd years. What was it 2097? So 26 years old. Really? You know what I mean? It's like the vintage is coming hard and fast now. It's like things I remember seeing in the shops. Yeah, so I'm about to message this. I might be able to drop it off to the chap on the way to Scots as well. So what have I done to it? Changed the switch, rewired one of the pots was a bit off, tightened it back up again, sorted your input jack, did the frets a bit at the bottom. I didn't spend ages on it and do a pure super mega fret job on it because I didn't tell you I was going to do that. So to keep the price down, I've got it so it's playing and not buzzing like it was. But it wouldn't have been buzzing when I got it because the action was like a ski ramp. And he is apparently you said you had one of these truss rod covers. Yeah, so and silly things on it. So good for another 20 years. Rock on.